Hello po. Magandang araw po sa ating lahat. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. No? This is Sir Cotaylo ulit sa ating sunset moment. Medyo I try to do some kind of time management the past days because of having the travels and trips of my relatives, particularly on the cadaver of my elder brother who died last week, still on the month of January. But it's good also to know that my relatives, also from Canada, arrived safely. And they're all in Davao City right now with the dead body of my elder brother. But only I myself could not go there. Now, I'm very, very sorry for that. And this is also because of my health condition and the doctor's message that I should never, or I should help myself to really be somehow avoid any time, any chance or possible chance that something may happen also to me. Anyway, as I mentioned, they are all in Davao. One thing sad also in Davao City, Davao del Norte, they also are swept by already so many centimeters of flood waters. So even the main road was closed already, and I hope they're doing fine. Even the Senate hearing yesterday in Davao City could not just very go on because of the absence of these witnesses or invited guests also for the hearings. But that's it. I thought that the month of January is a start of challenges, and February will be a good start for joy and happiness. But still, we are headed from these floody waters and this hearing of big issues in the Philippines. And it's a debate, an argument between the Senate and the Congress and also the local government units, the national government, personals, and it's all mostly for position hungry, and restructuring. But I think the problem in there is the management and leadership, the system, the strategies, and the proper way of making the laws or the necessary laws, and not only just taking a look on the longevity of their positions. Well, I'd like also to mention some things that was going on with my life in the past few days. I was asked also to prepare a position paper or a report paper, and I did not just do mine. I also tried to make the report of my son, his couple, his family, because it has to be written in English, and they are also Japanese speaking now, Nihongo. So it's not easy for them to really present a report to the Asian people in Nihongo, or else they have to translate, subscribe it. So I have to make the reports also, but consult of what they want to be presented. I've been praying also for some of my friends and the families, relatives, the professionals I know, and who are also good for the government service, for the civilians and the society. So I hope and pray that they will continue to be God-centered in doing all responsibilities. Good thing is also a surprised calls from my previous members and students, and also Malaysia also has tried to contact me, those Filipinos here in Japan, and they're trying to also tap me and have not only kwentuhan but also have a Q&A, a kind of internal guidance between and among each other. So that's what happened the past few days. But also, even here in Japan, I saw in the television that a certain part of Japan is also flooded. And I don't know really where it is. But my wife just mentioned that it's there in Japan, or it's here in Japan. Some relatives also that I tried to admit in my Facebook, I was curious that somehow these family names are familiar to me. So before I accepted them, confirmed their friend request, I tried to know who they are. Because sometimes, as of this time, there are so many scams and phishing. So I tried to ask whoever that person, but his family name is very familiar to me on my mother's side. So I asked him who he is, and it was so good to know that he is my pamangkin, no? And he is also an Ilocano, and he is serving the Coast Guard. I will not mention his name, but it's so good to know that we already know each other, and also even between the age, distance, we can still go on. I pray also for Ashley. Her father already ascended. I pray that she can go on with her studies, and her mom Rochelle can also make it to the best of the caring, the love, and the good future of her daughter. Ashley, make it good, and we will keep praying for you. I hope that also financially you'll have the support also from the clan. For those other relatives abroad, in USA, in the Middle East, don't worry about that. It's just part of our life. Our life here on earth is not eternal, as I mentioned before. So it's really a part of our destiny that we will also go to another world. Well, it's Saturday here, but still I looked at that some college students or colleges and universities are still having their classes, even in Ifugao. And also here in Japan, they have to pray, or they have to somehow pay those days that they could not go to their schools, so that they can compensate the number of hours on their studies also. there are so many suspended classes, and so the time frame of the educational curriculum has to also be guided. But I'm just hoping na Davao region will be safe and sound from the heavy rains. No? Imagine for 4 or 5 days of continuous heavy rains. No? There's no really typhoon, but because of those continuous heavy rains, then it goes towards the flood. And it's not only one city, it's not only one province, but almost the entire the region, Region 11. And it's so annoying for me. Even those who are traveling from Davao City to Davao del Norte, they are stuck, they are delayed, they cannot go. And the road is closed, so there's no other way. And there's no other shortcut or barangay or city roads. It's only the national highway. So that's it. Anyway, some senators already saw it. Well, it was also mentioned that although there are high rates of these political leaders, as always mentioned in the Philippine survey, that there are 70, 60, 80% of this not popularity, but on the leadership of the leaders. But then on, it's not only the means, no? But or it's not only the means that would determine the ways accordingly. Here in Japan, it's about 15 to 20% only on the ratings of the leadership of the Prime Minister here. But you could also see the means that that's it. They're still good, the leadership, and somehow it's not only the ratings, but also we could see the economic growth of Japan. And comparing, Philippines has a good percentage in terms of this leadership. But what we can see is not that good enough economically or whatsoever, in any factors. But we can always see and listen to the social media that we're really not good situation this time. But I don't think so that it's only in the national level. It's also in the worldwide level that several nations are also struggling, threatening, and even going to wars. Not only between nations or among nations, but even within their nation. Like Afghanistan, there's the Afghanistan Taliban. In Syria, there are also many. There's civil wars. And also before, the Sri Lanka also bogged down economically. It's not between nations, but it is also within the nation, among those people or citizens in one nation. So we have to take a look on that. And in a lower dimension, it's also in the family level. Arguments and the alignment between the conjugal relationship of husband and wife, and vertically the parents and the children also. And we cannot just make it by love. We also have to make use of the principle. So principle, the truth, the love, they're these important things. Well, it's not only love, but also life. And more important is the lineage. So if there is love, there's life. If there is life, we have to take a look also on our lineage and know where we belong. Not only on the biological aspect, but also in the spiritual aspect, where we are at. Okay, this is just a little thing to remind ourselves on what issues we can reflect onto and what else we can do. I cannot do more physically this time, but I can do readings and a little more on writings, listening. But, yeah, the worst is my writing now. Not on my mind, not on my intellect or the wisdom, but that's it. I'm using the social media so that somehow I can express what is in my mind, in my opinions. I'm trying to make it in written form, but it's quite hard with my fingers this time. I cannot easily control the shaking, chilling of my fingers. So it's quite hard. I always go with wrong spellings because of my fingers could not directly hit the proper keys. Okay, for our family there in Davao, please control your emotions and make it in a principled way. We have the predestination already. We are determined, predestined to be temporarily here on earth, but it's also the absolute predestination that we are also to live back to the origin, the creator of our life here on earth. So it's not only morning, let's make it a good morning. Let's not make it as just a visiting to the wake of our brother, but also a good chance to be reunited among ourselves. And one thing, again, I'm so sorry on my absence because of my physical health condition also. My prayers and love to all of you, my brothers and sisters, and my nieces and nephews, my grandchildren. Just pray for the smooth ascension of Manong Florante, our brother and your uncle, your grandfather. Thank you very much. This is Sir Cotailo in our sunset moments. God bless us all. Shalom. Sukran.